What's happening? This is 9/11 and you are tuned in to AVG Podcast. As always, man, you know how we do it. Let's get to it. So check this out. I got one of the coldest producers I ever heard. I'm biased because that's my dog, but when I say I know good music, I know good music. This guy been putting in work for if so when I say he know music, he know music. Also a program director at a radio station. I got my guy Jacobs Beats, my big brother. What's happening with you, Jacobs?
What's good, family? Good. I'm glad to be here, dog. Glad to be here. Excited.
Then on the flip side of the screen, you see the long hair Jamaican, man. That's my kinfolk. That's Boss. That's Boss Joey, man. What's happening with your boss? Coldest rapper out there, man.
Yeah, I appreciate that, man. I'm happy to be here, like he said, man. Ready to get this discussion kicked off.
Look, well, check this out. Check this out, my guys. Because, look, I brought 3 bags of luggage in because we got a lot to unpack with this. But I wanna start this off with a disclaimer, y'all. If you don't mind, just give me a few seconds, man. Give me a few seconds.
Yes, sir.
Tomorrow, all your guns is borrow. I don't feel sorrow. Actually, your man passed the gap to me. I check this. What's beef? Beef is when you need to cast it all sleep.
Y'all hear that?
Hey.
What's beef, man?
Just give me a few seconds. Give me a few seconds.
Yes.
This is when you make your enemies start your G. Beef is when you roll no less than 30 deep. Beef is when I see you. Guaranteed to be your I see you. Check it.
Now look, I just wanted to start with this disclaimer because this shit here is none of that. You know what I'm saying? Like this is none of that. For all the people that, you know, got all up in arms, it was like, you know what I'm saying? I understand because I want to give J. Cole, I want to say this. Out the gate, I want to say, I respect what you did because you heard, you saw the culture, kind of clamoring for something more than just rap. You know what I'm saying? But these guys involved, I want to give all these guys involved. When you start talking about your Drake, your Rick Rosses, your Kendrick Lamar, these are businessmen. None of these guys are trying to look. Rick Ross and 50 Cent been beefing for a decade now. You know what I'm saying? None of this is physical. So just strictly from the music aspect of it, guys, let's kick it off. Who want to jump off with it, man?
Man, I don't mind starting this one out. For one, I think we got to break it down in sections.
Okay.
Like, all right, let's start off with Metro Boomin, the producer.
Okay.
The producer.
Okay.
For one, this guy not doing any bars, no rapping, no. But the initial beef seems to be something personal with Metro Boomin. Because you got to think about it. He like assembled the Avengers because all these guys that he had always had personal beefs with Drake anyway. Like this is a long feud of beefs that never just went at him direct. Would always be subtle shots. Just little bit of shots. So what happens? You got this mega producer because regular producers not gonna get this kind of pull to be able to pull this off.
Yeah.
You assemble all the cats that don't like this guy, and y'all came with a bomb. But before I go any further, this is what I'm gonna unpack, and I'm gonna get y'all versions of this. This is what I really believe. I don't believe it have nothing to do with any of those guys. The music industry just went through a seismic shift. They fired 75% of A&R's marketing teams all over the country in the hip-hop market. Why I'm saying that? You start trimming the fat. So when you start trimming the fat, it's about making more money. So how do you make more money? You create more beef. I think Metro was given permission to take this thing further. So, because from business moves, it got to benefit guys in a certain way, and it's not beneficial to the rappers, but to the publishing companies, to the behind the scenes guys.
Yeah.
This is complete jinx because the same producers on both sides got to go through ASCAP, BMI, CSAC. They got to go through the same companies, all the major companies making the bread.
Yeah.
So I'm taking it there, and I know y'all gonna probably take it, more of a personal route, which I'm ready to hear. and I'm ready to expound on what y'all think on those levels. So that's where I'm at.
Boss, what you think coming as a rapper standpoint?
I can't really speak on that perspective. I've never heard that perspective, but that's a good perspective.
Right.
From me, like I said, an artist standpoint, me listening to the music and like what's been said, like all this is stemming from females, from all of them.
Yeah.
Drake is out here smashing all these niggas' girls, and they all mad. That's really what it is.
That's really what it is.
Boiled it down to what it sounded to.
Yeah.
What it sounded like, even in the roast diss.
Yeah.
What do you say? I let you DM my hoes, but I got bitches you can't. It's all goes still from a female circle. So I feel like you know what I'm saying, that's where it's come from with the Futures, the Metros, the Rosses and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Now with the Kendrick thing, that's more of them niggas just don't like each other.
Yeah.
That's
so you think that's genuine? You think that's genuine? They really don't fuck with each other like that?
It's been going on for years.
Now you saying
years.
That's what we had Kendrick and Drake, right?
Yeah.
The beef.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's about a 10-year-old beef right there.
Yeah, that's long. That's them niggas been beefing.
Yeah.
Like the last time we heard them together, he put him on I think that was Take Care, where Kendrick had that song on Drake album.
Uh-huh.
That was like the last thing we heard. So once that Control verse dropped, Drake is the only one that really took that in a disrespectful way. You know, everybody else was kind of like, you know, oh yeah, he said my name, we got it. Drake was more so of, don't say that shit.
Yeah.
So after the Control verse, you know, after that interview where he said that, you know, Kendrick backdoored and came back with the hip hop. And, you know, he said after the Control verse, I took the sensitive rapper back in his pajama club. So he was shooting at him then.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, so I feel like it was more so of Kendrick put that bait out there. Drake took it. And so that's who he put that scope on.
What you was about to say, because I'm finna ask y'all this, because, see, what the initial song and the initial line that got everybody attention, we ain't even touched on that yet. That's how crazy it is, because it's so much to unpack. What you was about to say?
You talking to me, dog?
Yeah, what you was gonna say something?
Yeah. Well, I gotta say this, man. I've never ever been a Drake fan. I promise. I've never been a Drake. I respect his music, but I'm gonna tell y'all this: I'm a Drake fan.
Yeah.
I'm a Drake fan. You know why I'm a Drake? This is really, now that I'm really, really, really respecting this guy. It takes just like boys say, man. But the real beef is, y'all mad because the man smashing y'all gas, but y'all can have any gal in the world you want.
Yeah.
You are at the top of the food chain.
Thanks.
And you're the guy who really, y'all don't really want to go there with this guy, because he's 20 years of marketing himself at the top of the pyramid, regardless if you like him or not.
Yeah.
Everything has to go through him.
Damn right.
Include most of the guys that's beefing with him.
Damn
they
right.
Had to go through him to get where they at. And it's kind of sad, and it's good. I say this. I told you this earlier. As long as they keep it on paper, I really like hip hop needs a battle, man.
Yeah.
I wish J. Cole wouldn't have balled out it. I don't know what's bars. What from a rapper's perspective, dog.
Look, let me ask you this, boss. Hold on. Let's set this up too, boss. Let's set this up. The boy he said it's got to the point where these niggas don't even like rapping with me.
Bars did.
You know what I'm saying? It get to the point these niggas don't even like rapping with me. Okay, I get it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So if you putting this type of bars out saying, look, this one I'm calling out. I'm the best. You know, like you say, Chris, it's a competitive sport. You saying, hey, if you want this title, it comes through Cole. In which, let me say, I respected that, because I'm like, man, niggas don't want it with Cole on that mic unless they really coming with it. And unless Drake get out, he don't do singing Drake and do Drake. So when he said that, and then for him to say, Again, disclaimer, because I never think this is going to be physical. This is like you say, if it stay on paper, we Gucci. I never seen this going no further than this. So for him to come out, and again, like I said, I understand, because he hear that, he see how everybody thinking they want the physical part. We're like, nah, we past that, we making money. But for him to just, come out with that, and then when somebody actually tests your lyrical skills, and I'm talking about, fuck the big three, nigga, it's just big me. Okay, boys, what you think?
All right, my take on this. So the thing is with that is, I hate that he apologized too, but he apologized. Like me and my homeboys were talking about, we was talking about like a one-on-one game. He was like, if we playing one-on-one, I'm trying to bust your ass, and you my nigga. I get that, but if I hard foul you in that one-on-one game, what you expect me to do?
That's a good one.
Because I ain't mean that.
Yeah.
So with Cole, like I say, even with his apology, if they really break down or really listen to what he said, he didn't apologize for going at him. He apologized for the talk about the catalog shit.
Yeah.
He said, I only feel bad about one part. He said it in the video. I only feel bad about one part. And that's the catalog shit, which is us as artists, we know what is the big saying about art. I'm sensitive about my shit.
Right.
So at that point, you know what I'm saying, Cole said what everybody's really thinking, but it's not supposed to come out my nigga's mouth. Not to the world in a way. Not to the world anyway. Like if we had this conversation, me and you, that's understandable. Let me know how you feel about my shit, and this me and you, we talk. But when you say it to the world, millions of people hearing it, it's gonna hit different.
Man.
I feel like Cole jumped out the window anyway, because I don't feel like none of this really was for him.
That's what I was gonna ask y'all earlier. Was he like a casualty of war because he was on the song? It's a friendly fire.
He caught the strays, dog.
Yeah.
He caught the strays. But like I say, he just went. He know he crossed the line.
Yeah.
That's something that I wouldn't say to my nigga in a battle. Like if we gonna talk about being number one and who the best, let's keep it at that. But when I get to talking about nigga, you averaging four albums in 12 years, and nigga, this was whack and this was trash and all that, like then it kind of the lines get blurred. So I feel like the audience got in his ear, his niggas got in his ear, amped him up. You know what I'm saying? He was like, damn, I shouldn't have said that. I should have did it, but I shouldn't have said that. And, you know what I'm saying? Which tainted the whole diss track. So
let me ask y'all this. What do y'all think about Kendrick Lamar's catalog? Because he's one of these guys I'm going to tell you where he at with me, music lane. And it's probably, I don't know, people might consider a slight at him, but I respect Kendrick Lamar as a lyrical genius. But he's, to me, in rap, sort of in that Westbrook lane, like in the NBA, phenomenal. But, like, where do you put his catalog as far, like, when you just really ride and listen to music? I know, like they say, he had one album, the classic. But do he make the type of music that you just pull out often and listen to? Is he in that category? Like, where's catalog at with y'all? What you think, Chris?
Well, for me,
Kendrick the most theatrical out of the three. Drake is the pop star. Cole is really the rapper out of the three of them.
I agree with that.
If we really being honest, Cole is the best rapper out of all three of them.
All right. Kendrick
is more theatrical. He gonna touch on cultural stuff. Like he more pro. He's the best.
I totally agree with that.
Drake, whatever's hot, whatever the wave is, whatever y'all own,
I'm gonna
get on that wave and I'm gonna ride that bitch. I'm gonna ride that bitch. But the other two can't do that. The other two can't do what Drake do. So they all three got strengths and weaknesses.
That's right.
So it's really like I say, with the rap beef stuff, like with diss tracks and all that, I don't never look at, who gonna rap the best and all that, because it's gonna be so much put into that. It's gonna be with the witty shit. It's gonna be with what you're saying, what you exposing. Like, that's what people are looking for in diss tracks. That's why they said the cold track was me. Because he didn't do all of that because that wasn't the aim. The aim was, you know what I'm saying, I just want y'all to say I'm the best rapper.
Yeah.
That's all I want. But y'all want me to tell you about, have I fucked this nigga old lady, or, you know what I'm saying, or who doing this, how to beat this nigga up, or stuff like that. That's what we want.
Yeah.
We want that.
Yeah.
This track. Now, how we did it in our day, and it's crazy, you know what I'm saying, that's so crazy. But it would be, let's get on the song. Or let's see, you know what I'm saying, and who can kill who on a song.
Yeah.
That's how we decide the best. Not, you know what I'm saying, a diss track. A diss track will never decide who the best rapper is.
Yeah.
No.
It's about
a diss track just go decide who got the most dirt.
What you finna say, Chris?
I feel at this point. First of all, boss, you spot on with all three of them are, because Drake is a marketing guru, like I said earlier. When it comes to marketing, the guy was an actor before he was a soap opera actor before he was a rapper.
Exactly.
His dad was the drummer for Jerry Lewis, man. Guy been around this stuff, you know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
He understand what marketing is. You coming from a whole nother country to grab an American market, and he conquered it.
Yeah.
And not just one coast, not American market. He conquered a global market.
Yeah. Kendrick
is not somebody you just not gonna have hard heads.
Mm-hmm.
Hip hop.
See, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, yeah.
They're gonna have Kendrick. They definitely gonna have him in Schoolboy Q, any type of hip hop guys, but they're not gonna have him, the regular everyday person coming from a program or director standpoint. They're not gonna have Kendrick in there.
Yeah.
You know, Kendrick's the most lyrical of all of them. Yeah. President Obama, that's his favorite artist. You have actually schools in English departments that actually study Kendrick's lyrics.
Yeah.
You know, I think the boss throws up on us.
I think so. Boss, you there?
I'm
Oh, okay. Okay. Go ahead, Chris.
Unless I'm not moving on y'all, then.
Yeah,
okay.
You froze.
Yeah, Kendrick is definitely the most lyrical out of all three of them.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but you set up something earlier, 9/11. You set up something earlier when you said, let's see how you said this. You was quoting some of Jay lines, and he set himself up to say, you know, for cats to come at him when it was time to come at him.
Yeah, like you gonna have to see me.
Yeah. So my point is this here. When we talk about friends in hip hop, we gotta throw that out.
Mm-hmm.
We saw Jadakiss go on verses and probably do one of the greatest battles against his friends.
That's true. That's true.
We seen him annihilate. These are his boys.
That's his partners, yeah.
He rock with these dudes.
Yeah.
Like, he completely embarrassed them. And then afterwards, it went back to making money and doing their thing. So I thought Cole would have, maybe later, but don't buy out.
Hold on. Let me stop you. Let me stop you right there. So with that, with the verses,
okay.
Like, yeah, he killed them. He embarrassed them. Like, I enjoyed that. Gotta think about it. That's a different realm, because he killed him with songs that was just hit. It wasn't nothing about Dipset. It wasn't nothing about the catalog. That's what it different. That's why I say. That's why I feel like. That's why he only apologized for that part of it, because talking about a nigga's catalog is kind of like a mama joke. You know what I'm saying? Like, you take that to heart. So
let me ask y'all this though.
I don't really feel about, like I say, I agree with you about he shouldn't have done it. He shouldn't have apologized. But I understand why he did it, because you crossed the line. And you didn't want that line to be crossed, but I mean, it happened. But it's out now, so that's why I feel like you on that end, like, it's out now, bro. So you just gotta let's just go with it.
Now let me ask y'all this. Let me ask y'all this, boss. Let me ask y'all this, because like when I say this subject is a lot to unpack, it's like you packing it for a couple weeks. Because, like, why is it so many, though? Let me play devil's advocate. Like we all say, we respect Drake as a businessman, but like you say, he is knocking down niggas' old ladies. You know how they get boys in their feelings. That's a certain type of way. And that bring out, because like, let me tell people this. Like, we try to act tough. You know, nigga might run the streets, do his thing and think that's hip, but when it's done to him, it touch niggas a different way. We gotta be honest about that.
Yeah.
So that bring out a side of dudes that if you rock with them, even if you rock with them, that you'll be like, damn, boy, this boy switched on me on the bro. We was really passing around. Because don't get it twisted, when you at that level, these guys are mostly dealing with the same chicks. So when they say pillow talking, like how you brought up Metro Boomin earlier, and a lot of these women that, you know, that chase the bag and that's with one from another, you know, they all kind of intertwine in some way. What does that make? What did you think about Drake the person though? Do he got kind of some snaky shit in him? Because why so many? Why right now? You know what I'm saying? I'm just playing devil's advocate. I want that. Why right now? Why Rick Ross and like you say, boss? Let me say this. Let me say this. Like you say, some shit get personal. Like Rick Ross went as far today as calling him white. Okay, white boy. Drake been down with the cause the whole time. Ain't nobody saying shit about Drake. And after y'all answer this, I got one that I really want both of y'all opinion on. But why now? Why everybody? It's like they playing tag team. All right, you take a shot at him. It's like we got to break him down. Like, that make him, to me, certified. Like, that's true boss shit, but why not? Is there some legitimacy to it? You know what they say, smoke is fire? Is it that type shit?
Oh, it's definitely legit, bro. Because, like I say, if y'all remember, I think it's a Wayne interview. Wayne even said Drake hit one of his girls when he was in jail. Nigga felt some type of way about that.
Yeah.
Like, this is what this nigga do. He does it. So I feel like it's
basically,
it's definitely validity to it.
Yeah.
Should be catching these same blows.
Who that?
Bro, like,
I say Earth should be catching these same blows.
But I think it's different with an R&B singer, Chris. You know what I'm saying? I think an R&B singer got different rules, bro. I think they operate like you sing for the roses, like that's what they on stage for. And your boys that, you know what I'm saying, you popping bottles. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying from a former rapper's perspective, I think R&B operating they got a different rule book. You know what I'm saying? You know, we play football, they play baseball. You know what I'm saying? They go at each other, but it's different.
You understand this? This confused me with artists.
Okay.
They go all over the world now. When you at this level where when they're in the Dominican Republic, they performing in places, some names we can't even pronounce. We never see.
Facts.
They see the most beautiful women just clamoring for them, dog. Why on earth are you beefing over a woman, dog? Make that make sense.
Hey, that's $1 million quip. But I'm gonna tell you what.
Because y'all.
Hold up.
Because y'all.
What you think?
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
I'm gonna just tell you this. I'm gonna tell you what I think. I'm gonna tell you what I think.
Go ahead.
Just let me say this, because as much as people don't like to admit, or our sector, our gender don't like to admit, man, men emotional, especially these newer men. Like, this ain't our grandfathers and grandfathers. Just let me say this, bro. Now, these dudes here, they carrying purses now, and if that's your swag, that's your swag. I ain't nothing against it, but it's like men in our era, we'll look at that like, you know what I'm saying, that ain't me. I ain't gonna say I knock it, but we'll just say that ain't me, that ain't my lane. You know what I'm saying? So I just say at that aspect. These dudes a little more in tune with themselves, a little more, you know what I'm saying, or self-care, and you know, a lot of this shit is prominent now. So it's just these dudes, when they have sex with women, as much as they like, man, I'm doing this, nah, bro, you sensitive. Because if she get touched by somebody else, now you in your feelings, and we get this. You know what I'm saying? But what you got?
But another thing I was going to say, like how me and you talked about before, you got to realize also these dudes wasn't getting girls before all this.
Yeah.
They wasn't getting girls before. So I was trying to hold on to everything I got. So I see another nigga come and he could just take it from me. I'm like, no, feel that way because, like I say, they're not used to. Like, we won't feel no type of way about that. But like, shit, all right, sir, like, you got that.
Exactly.
I can get a
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But they don't have that same type of, you know what I'm saying, swag or confidence in themselves, you know what I'm saying? And the money shit is what's really bringing that attention, and they know that.
Yeah.
They know that.
Now, let me ask this.
So,
let me ask this. As far as the songs that have been put out, Chris, I'm going to start with you. The level of the songs that been put, because I'm going to tell you what I hadn't been liking. It's like everybody was calling for Drake, because I ain't going to lie, when I heard Drake's song, the one he responded to, I'm like, that's what I want to hear. I start reading the comments, start looking at hearing some of the feedback. Even when Cole first came out, I thought, I didn't think it was nothing aggressive when he'd have to even come out and apologize. Say, like, boys, and you said, like, I don't even see what to apologize for, because it was like, to me, like when you sparring and you like, bam, I'm going to tap you, let you know you too close. It was one of them type songs, so I didn't get that. But everybody was talking about the energy level. To me, I felt like each rapper stayed in their lane of what they do. I didn't want Drake and Cole to turn into Mystical, DMX, or you know what I'm saying, or somebody like that. I want to rap your style and give me your message with your tone. Drake rap like a boss. Look, I can make this shit happen through your woman, through this shit. So what did you feel about the grades of the song? Because I actually thought Drake comeback was better than Cole's.
Yeah, I have to agree. Drake comeback his cadence was Drake.
Yeah, he was Drake.
He didn't try to be nobody. He been doing beats. Everybody, he basically did what he normally do when you have beef at it. Mm-hmm. He ain't been scared of it ain't no rapper that came at him that he done been scared of.
Facts.
They knocked him off his game. He still sell out arenas. Mm-hmm. World arenas. So, world tours. I don't know no other rapper like Boy said it earlier. Drake is pop. He catch the wave.
Let me say something right quick though, Chris. I gotta say this. Let me say something right quick, because I like this guy. He an underdog in rap and don't nobody really talk about. But shout out Pusha T, because he bagged him in the corner. He might like Drake. He can't. He like you say he Drake, but man, Pusha. I always just like his flow. That boy always in pot. He always stood on everything he said. So shout out Push. You was one of them boys that sparred with him too. But go ahead, finish what you were saying.
I thought Pusha T has always been nice with it though.
Yeah.
That was a nice little battle though. I actually think he won that battle.
That's what I was saying. Like, I think Push backed him in the corner, like until people had to really step in and say, look, man, y'all going too far. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Push actually backed him in the corner.
Yeah, that was a nice. What's your take?
Like, for me, what I think, as far as is Drake, like you say, he's always gonna be Drake, but the amount of people that's linked together to get him, I'm just trying to understand that. And like, as far as business model, only thing I can see is them niggas already got a goddamn reunion song in already recorded where they gonna cash in off this, because I just don't see why now everybody against Drake. But it's weird. But let me tell you this. I wanted to ask y'all this, because who's been very silent in bars, this our dog, so I'm gonna start with you on this. The wild card and all this shit, the big joker. Weezy ain't said shit. Now, if Weezy come out chopping, because like I say, they jumping Drake right now. And like you just said, Cole apologized because if that's your nigga, okay, I went too far. What if Wayne? Wayne ain't sitting back like, okay, like one-on-one cool, you got, okay, maybe two, all y'all on my dog. He's still Young Money, Cash Money. Y'all jumping my boy. Wayne ain't got nothing to say. What you think about this? Is he the big joker in all this? Because he quiet.
I feel like...
Real quiet.
I feel like nothing ain't officially dropped yet. Because, they trying to push it as a leak.
Yeah.
So Drake hasn't really confirmed, hey, this, there's nothing like that.
Okay, I didn't know that.
I feel like once it's like not as a leak and it's something that he actually dropped, I feel like once he because I don't even feel like that. I feel like this that was leaked on purpose. Mm-hmm. That's bait, man. This is bait.
Yeah.
This is bait. How long has it been since you ever heard a Drake song get leaked, bro?
And that shit airtight.
And you think the first thing that you hear the first thing you think gonna get leaked is a diss song?
Yeah.
Come on, bro. Like Chris say, he marketing. He a marketing genius.
Marketing genius.
He baiting niggas. Whoever finna respond or say something to this thing, that's when he finna come and just chop your head off. And I feel like the second half, because I was talking to a guy earlier, the second half is probably the real song that's coming.
Yeah.
If you listen at the end of the leak, he go into a different beat.
I heard that.
So I feel like that's probably the real shit. Because he was like, he ended it with
He sure
Don't wake the
did.
demon up. I ain't even saying everything I know. Don't wake the demon up. So
What you thought about it
I
though?
feel like it's marketing.
What you thought about it though? What you thought about the energy, the delivery? Like I saw in some comments, he too calm. They wanted, I don't know if they wanted Busta Rhymes to come out of Drake for this
I don't
song.
care about all that. Like I said, I don't care about all that. I don't judge. Like in diss tracks, I'm not judging you on how you're rapping. I want to hear what you're saying.
Exactly.
I want to hear what you finna say about this nigga. You finna expose, and how witty you fixing to be with the shit that he either said about you or shit that you can say about him. And that's pretty much what Drake did through the entire track.
Look, now I'm going to tell you this. When you say shit you finna expose, right quick, Chris. When you say shit you finna expose, you know we listen to bars, be with Chris, you know how you do. We break shit down. When you say shout out to that basketball player in the league that's doing the gritty, we all know that's Ja. So what Ja got to do with this, man? He just slid Ja in there. Like, it's probably a chick linked to her.
It got to be a female. Female daddy, Drake daddy from Memphis. That nigga be in Memphis.
Yeah.
It got to be a female. Bro.
Drake really be moving like a mob boss, bro.
Right.
He really be moving like a mob boss, man.
You got he touched so many audiences. You know, I remember seeing him do a little podcast with the little chick Bobby.
I caught clips of it. Yeah.
The point I'm making is his range his side quest is undeniable compared to everybody else. He can still do his side quests and still do hit records. So my point is on the Drake record, I thought the track was fire. I thought the energy for what he was trying to do, his cadence was fire. I thought all the shots that he took, all his subliminal messages, I thought they was nice because his subliminals were still headshots because we knew exactly who he was talking about when he was talking about. That was just Lethal saying when he told Kendrick, every time you talk, you know, that's 50% gone. That's just built dog.
Drop and give it 50, man.
Drop and give it 50.
I'm for this, dog. I'm enjoying it, dog. I want to see hip hop get challenged.
Facts, man. Look, that's what I want everybody to understand. Look, this ain't. Do y'all remember, like Chris? I know B, you might remember this, but might be a little bit before you. But this ain't no Vaseline. Just a mashed in a little bit of gasoline. You know what I'm saying? Like NWA. Like first off, fuck your bitch in the clique you claim. Like when that's okay. Listen, when I see you at the wars, I'm pulling up with Drake. That's them type songs. But this we got headgear on. You know what I'm saying? We got our gloves tied up. We going live, but we ain't going live. You know what I'm saying? So I want the audience to understand that, man. Like we going live, but this an exhibition. This ain't all out East Coast, West Coast, Suge Knight, bad boy. True bad blood for people, man. Like Chris, like I know this was your era, Chris. Talk about like what the energy was and how that was different doing that type of beef versus what this is.
Well then, you know, you can go back really. It started from the East Coast. I always had beefs. The cipher game was war.
Yeah,
it's exactly what it was. Is who was lyrically gonna come out on top.
Exactly.
So, you know, when the cipher game started going mainstream, you had one of the most talented rappers at the time that never got to get all the way there because he came against a mainstream rapper. He had a rapper named Cannabis.
Man, shout out Cannabis. Man.
The kid had it all.
Yep.
But it showed the downside of the beef game.
Going against the machine.
Yeah, he went after a machine. And the machine would gobble you up if you don't have a machine behind you.
Exactly.
But the difference in this game is every single one of these guys is a machine.
That's what I wanted people to understand. When I say that beefs or not these beefs, because even, okay, the last time two bosses were beefing with Pac and even with the KRS-One and the Nas, not the KRS-One and the Nelly beef when, you know, the only time, you know what I'm saying? Like, these are guys, and even KRS-One is influential as he is, and he is true hip-hop, don't get me wrong, but Nelly at that time was that nigga. Like, he was in front of the Super Bowl. And I think that irritated a lot of the purists. But Nelly, like, he said, I'm sick of niggas saying what's real hip-hop half the time. That be the niggas that's album flop. Boat ain't sell, ain't left the dock. You know what I'm saying? So Nelly, like, nigga, I'm still rapping, but this how St. Louis rap. You know what I'm saying? So like you say, that competitive nature was there, and these guys that truly didn't like each other, but it still was on wax. That's all this is. That's what rap is built on. That's what we getting at. These guys that are involved in this are shrewd business. These guys are a business. Don't get it twisted. Kendrick Lamar is a business. Drake is their name is a brand. You know what I'm saying? So they have a certain level that they're going to go to that this is strictly going to be musical content and how they can monetize it. So when we say we want to see this, we want to see the competitive nature it bring out, like my kinfolk say, the wittiness, the comebacks, the information that's going to be passed. Like, what y'all niggas really got going on that just got all this shit stirred up? Because there's some feelings involved. Like you say, when you get women involved, it's some real feelings involved, but what they say about a lie. But with every lie that gets spread, the truth is attached to it because the real lie gets shut down immediately. But you attach some truth to it, that shit gonna roll. So that's why that shit rolling right now.
And hip-hop have a lot of embellishments anyway, too. A lot of artists say things, but they don't say things at the same exact time. So you might think an artist going one way, but a true head understand exactly what they saying.
Mm-hmm.
You know? So what might be beef sometimes might not really be beef.
Exactly.
It's just hard to tell it. But right now, what makes this beef so interesting, like I said, all these guys are machines.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like putting a bunch of machines that boom, 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 and everybody gonna hit because, for one, Future does not have near about the talent that any of those top three have, but he have the streets.
He got the streets sold up.
You know, he got
the streets sold up. Cause I'm always I'm gonna tell you this. I was always like, why get rid of T-Pain if we gonna bring Future in? And I like Future for what he do, but I'm not one of them Future heads that's everything he drop I'm on. But I'm like, if we gonna do auto-tune, T-Pain was making real music. Why kick out T-Pain if we just gonna replace him with Future? So he got the streets sold up.
That's right. For one,
because what he was talking about, son.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
because of what he was talking about.
Yep.
They just started marketing. I didn't mean to cut your balls. Don't lose your thoughts. Say what you was going to say.
So that was it. I was just saying that was just because of what he was talking about. That's why it was T-Pain. I mean, Future over T-Pain. Because Future talking about shit that niggas was trying to do. And
let me say this, though. Let me say this. What you said, though, too, I'm going to tell you, Jay had a part of really killing T-Pain, and niggas don't even really know it. When that boy Jay, at the beginning of that verse, say, give me a little, whatever, put a little T-Pain on my shit. Then that boy came, nah, I don't need it. You know what I'm saying? Like, cut that T-Pain shit out. He kind of undermined him in a way, like, saying, because do you remember when Wayne threw on a whole song, did auto-tune? Everybody...
He dropped Death to auto-tune.
Exactly, Death to auto-tune. So he kind of talked down on it so much, and T-Pain was really the only nigga operating in that space to where that's my whole thing. You know what I'm saying? Just like Future do, that's his whole thing. So when Jay was like, okay, too many niggas without talent using auto-tune to get on, he shut it down, but in the process, he shut down a nigga that actually had talent doing it. You know what I'm saying? And that's how insert Future. That's my thing.
That's a really, really good analysis. For one, it was so bad that T-Pain went through depression behind it. Ursha.
Damn, I ain't know that.
Ursha, it was so bad till Ursha called T-Pain and said, you're ruining music. So, so that's how far it went. And T-Pain, this is public knowledge. He did a story on it and came out and said how hurt he was that Ursha told him that, because anybody that understands music know that T-Pain is actually really one of the most talented artists in the world, dog. Seriously, like, dude is cold-blooded.
Fucked me up the first time I heard him sing without auto-tune and the first time I heard him rap. I'm like, oh no, I thought of him as when I first, something stripper, the stripper song first. I said, oh, that's a nice little gimmick song. But when I saw the consistency and how he was doing auto-tune versus how I heard this, I'm like, nah, this is not a gimmick. He got true talent.
Yeah, so to tie it all back, to tie it all back, what was sad about it, you really had a really good analysis on it. You take T-Pain out and you insert Future. And like boys say, Future giving them what they want, what the streets want to hear. Versus
Miles
the
and
pop.
Drake.
And here we go. You know, you have Future that really runs the street game. And then Future gave you a delivery that everybody, I mean, I don't know anybody else that started the mumbo cadence nationwide before Future. I think he was the very first person with the da-da-da-da-da-da.
Yep.
You know, and the streets bought into that. And
it was hypnotizing.
Yeah.
It was hypnotizing. Remind me kind of like a Zero in Alexandria. Man, if y'all don't know, Zero is like a god in Alexandria. Shout out Zero. But man, he had boys hypnotized for years. Just that rapid fire, the tracks he was picking, it was like some certain music, like it's studied, it's certified. Certain music is hypnotizing, man. It puts you in a trance. And Future is one of those guys, mainstream wise, that mastered it.
That's right.
Yep.
And he ran with it, and it became so popular that right now, 90% of the industry copy their cadence off of that Future style rap right now. And most labels, they're not going to even take you for a deal unless you're doing that style rap. You know, unless you have the talent of, you know, like where Ballers at, where you can really have a super cadence.
Facts.
You know,
one of the last real rappers.
Yeah, I don't think they would force a brother like that to change their cadence. You know, they're going to make those who don't have that level change their cadence to get them.
And I'm gonna tell you what's interesting about that take, and I'm gonna let both of y'all, because we're gonna wrap up in a second. I want to get both of y'all opinions on this. But to me, I feel like all of these guys besides Drake, because I kind of feel like Drake is one of those honest students that don't mind going to help, like, you know, the just the regular students, because he do music with anybody. Like boys say, whatever y'all on, I'm on. Like, hey, I can do it. That's simple to me. I get bored with music. He one of them rappers like Wayne, you know, like Lupe Fiasco, and I'm saying all these guys because I'm just saying this to say this. I think J. Cole, Kendrick, they all don't put out the amount of music we would like to keep hip hop going, is because of just the bar that has been accepted from mediocre music. And they looking at music like, well, damn it, all y'all clamoring, and I don't want to call no certain artists out, because if you eat. But if all y'all on this type shit and this what I'm putting out, we not even in the same room of music, you know what I'm saying? So I think they get to that. Yep. So, but anyway, I want to transition to this, because there's no way we can do a hip hop podcast without talking about what's going on with Diddy, because no matter what people say, he is one of the guys that's, you cannot etch him out of hip hop history. So for me, I always think about it as an end of a legacy, and whatever he's being allocated for, he hasn't been charged for anything. So I always like to give guys their day in court and let the due process go before I put my mouth on anything. That's why I don't like to be first with shit. I'm the podcast that I like to get information and just speak on what's going on versus just speculating shit. But just on the Diddy situation, and man, you know, this is, and like, even though this publicized now, we going through, this has been like the worst kept secret for the last couple of decades as far as like in the community. Like, man, that's some foul shit. Diddy ain't paying his, you know, his artists, or hey man, them parties at Diddy house, like it's been comedians did stand up about, so it's like the worst kept secret. But now that it's at to this level, is Diddy done, y'all? Do y'all think Diddy done? Or hey, can he any kind of way shake back from it? Because even after this, you torch. Your name still got this on you.
This is my take on it. This is my take. I think Ed Lover had the best analysis of what's really wrong with the Diddy situation.
I heard that.
For one, when Bill Cosby was allegedly trying to buy NBC. Mm-hmm. After Bill Cosby tried to buy NBC, allegedly all these different things came out about him drugging people, women, and all these different folks came up. Next thing you know, his name got completely tarnished, and he went paid a storms of money in jail, bam, bam, bam. Mm-hmm. But let's fast forward. The company that Diddy was dealing with was Ciroc, that was doing the distribution. Mm-hmm. DiMaggio, whatever the name of this company is. Mm-hmm. Diddy had a big lawsuit against them because allegedly, George, see, people don't understand, they don't understand how deep this goes. George Clooney had a brand of alcohol, right? Mm-hmm. He sold it to this company for $400 million. Diddy never got anything major or any major stakes from Ciroc. But another thing to keep in mind, people think Diddy owned Ciroc. He didn't own Ciroc.
He was the face.
He never owned it. But Ciroc let him run with it because it upped the brand. The money was flowing.
Facts.
You know, and so man, it's yours, homie. You got it. What you need $1,000 tomorrow? You got it.
You got it.
Diddy, what do rich people? The biggest problem allegedly rich people have, they want more money. I think if Diddy sit on the sideline and leave them folks alone, we don't see none of this stuff going on with it. That's just my personal take. Because we told anybody allegedly in the business, if you really want to own any soul in that business, you can go after anybody. It's just the way the nature of the beast.
Before I let Boss say what he think, let me tell you this. Because like I was telling people, Chris, a party ain't me, you, and Boss. We sitting down smoking, drinking, chilling. When you say a party, this was happening at parties, what that mean? That mean buku people was there. And when you say a Diddy party, me and you ain't walking in there.
That's right.
Boss, you ain't in there yet if you wanted to go. So these the elite niggas. So when you say a party, that mean elite niggas doing illegal shit. How much of this shit you finna let out? And when I say niggas, I ain't just talking about white people, black people. Because when you say A-listers, I'm talking about like they I think they subpoena like what's the white boy name? Ashton Kutcher and shit now. Like everybody that's down with when you say A, that's them type of parties. Where you know what I'm saying, take a certain type of bread to even get the invite to even know what's going on. So when you say parties, like who all you sweeping? Because Diddy ain't did all this freak shit by itself. Just like Kelly had the neighbors. So what you think, boss? Is Diddy done? Or at some point, can he be redeemed?
I think Diddy done for now. I think it's gonna be time and more info that's gonna probably check him back. Because we don't really know. We know a lot allegedly, but we don't know really nothing.
That's right.
So I think that once we start getting more information, we'll kind of know. But like I say, as of now, he is over with. It's over with.
Yeah.
For how long it's gonna be over with, it's just gonna be based on, like I say, information we get and you know what I'm saying, what's actually legit and what's not. But to be giving up all your stakes and everything and all that, I mean, you getting money. You trying to stack up for a reason. So it's either to fade off into the sunset or you getting ready to fight some shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't know.
Now we finna end it on this because
I don't have enough information.
All right, we finna end it on this because I'm gonna give you a chance to. I want you to plug everything you got going on right now. I got to know you got a couple projects, and Jacobs, I'm gonna let you, say what you gotta say to him. But to say what you just said, to fight it, I'm at the standpoint. Diddy with his arrogance, every New Yorker, especially the street swag New Yorkers, they not going down fighting. So when I say a party means a lot of people, and if it's a Diddy party, they're heavyweights. Who you implicating? Because he's not finna say, okay, you know what, y'all got me. It was a nice run. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, who are you implicating if you really go after this man? So, that's all I want to say to wrap that up, put a ribbon on that. So, if they touch Diddy, all I better say is it's going to be dominoes. It ain't going to be, damn, Diddy went down. Nah, because it's already a lot of backdrop rumors, and we ain't got enough time to touch it. But when you say party, I want people to understand. What I want people to understand when you say party, that's not 3 or 4 people. That's not 4 or 5 people. When these boys party and you're A-listers with cocaine, balling, you talking about the elite. So who are you implicating? Just know your heroes are not far. That one degree of separation. I'll just say that.
Them niggas is human.
Niggas is human.
The only thing that separates them from us is money.
It's money, and when you got money, you can manipulate shit in situations.
Do what you want.
Man,
that's it.
Or you not entertained.
I totally agree with y'all. And for one, first of all, I want to go before I say anything else. 9/11, I want to tell you, I'm proud of you with your podcast, brother. You really, really have a lot of good content.
Man, absolutely. I appreciate that, bro. Appreciate
like
absolutely.
Just subjects for like we just touched the surface. Like we didn't even hit a pebble in how big this thing is, and we dove into a whole lot. So I want to let you know I'm proud of you, what you're doing with this here, and keep doing it. Bars, I've always been proud of you, brother. I want you to keep grinding, man. I believe in you.
Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it, man.
Just gonna let you have what's meant for you. You're gonna be at the top, and I'm gonna be glad to be one of the brothers to witness. And
I'm the only witness to be a part of it, man.
That's right, family. I'm a program director at a 70,000 watt radio station. So I look at things from a different standpoint now. I understand from what the struggle artists went through to try to get their music played on the radio station. Mm-hmm. For one, my eyes are a lot more open because I have to go through so much music. Mm-hmm. Music. Like literally, it's some good music I'm never gonna hear. And it's not that I don't want to hear it. I can't get to everything, and you have to go through everything to get to something. So the mainstream music's gonna get played no matter what, because you're gonna have your Billboard charts that all stations gonna follow. But I'm trying as much as I can to help independent artists. Whenever I come across any independent artist, if I personally hear it and it sounds good, and I think it's a hit record, from being a musician, I'm gonna definitely play their music. Yeah. So I'm encouraging anybody that's listening to this podcast, don't get frustrated trying to get your music out there. You got to keep putting it out there. You gotta trust yourself. You got to put it out there. Thanks. You know, social media has changed the game for you guys. Thanks. Don't think we don't listen. We're looking at the trends just like you guys are looking at the trends. King George, that was a trend. He's one of the biggest artists on any type of scene right now. Thanks. You might hear him on a rap channel or a Southern Soul channel. Yeah. So I'm saying that to say I'm encouraging everybody, please, no matter what, always, do what you have to do to put your music out there. Keep it going, keep your grind going, and don't stop. And like I said, Bars, I'm proud of you. Keep your grind going, brother. That's all.
Everybody, will do.
Plug your shit, cousin. Plug your shit. Like, keep it going. This how you keep it going. Where you keep it going at? Plug your shit, cousin.
Hey, I was going to piggyback off of him right quick because I know we didn't already talked about it, but because you already know how I feel about your podcast and stuff. I be trying to even told you, I was like, man, my biggest struggle is content getting in front of that camera. I was like, man, how you do that? I was like, I was like, I should be catching on to this more before you. You know what I'm saying? And you doing it, bro. I appreciate that, you.
Appreciate that.
A part of it. You know what I'm saying? But y'all can find me on streaming platforms, Bars_JR. Got 2 new projects I just dropped. The new OG, and also Barton. I go check them out, stream them, go run them numbers up, man. Let's do it.
Look, y'all already know. When I say every subject I bring subject matter experts. Check out his music. I promise you. One of the coldest you have ever heard. I'm not bullshitting. I'm not gassing up because he blood, but I like good shit. So if I like it, trust me. You know what I'm saying? I'm co-signing it. If you don't like it, come back and comment and say, hey, man, it's trash. I ain't going to have to worry about getting no comment. One of the coldest producers I've ever heard. When I sing every genre of music, any era, he can transform. He's a chameleon. And I've sit there and witnessed it. And it was like I was in awe. Because I'm like, man, I'm in Alexandria, Louisiana. In the back of a neighborhood niggas wouldn't even know to come to. Sitting down listening to the greatest music I've ever heard in my life. And then on top of that, he's a deep thinker. He helped me to a lot of shit. So I appreciate my big brother, Jacob's Beats, Mad Science, Mad Tracks. Man, hey, I appreciate everything you poured into me. I appreciate y'all dropping in tonight, but y'all know how we ended always visualize your goals. And after that, accomplish those visualized goals. 9/11, Bars, Jacob's Beats, Mad Science. We out. 1.
Yes, sir.